Hey everyone, welcome back to another war video. This one hopefully not as salty. Season 44, War number 2 for Loki taking on Legion. You can see I have Sandman once again. Ant-Man and Nick Fury also round out the team. All three of these guys are going to get some run in this one, so let's jump right in. I am on straight path 4 here, so in section 1 I'll be using Ant-Man for both of these fights. First fight here is Mojo. Ant-Man is buff immune and Ant-Man is also global. So Ant-Man's actually like legitimately really good with this global. It really plays into his abilities very well because basically when you hit them, you're supposed to get a buff on you. Ant-Man being immune to the buffs, he's now able to ramp up his Pim particles really quickly. So he can really, keep the damage on, get the power stings on, and just really do everything that he really wants to do, and do it pretty quickly. So with Ant-Man, the way that I like to play him is I like to try to get right below 2 bars of power, throw that first special 1, and then try to ramp up to a special 2 while those fatigues are on. So you can see I have 8 of them on, so they will all convert into poisons, and then the poisons really do a good amount of damage. So another thing about this team is because Ant-Man has the same synergy with Nick Fury as Quake does, you can see I have those 3 evade charges, just in case I mess up or slip up or something. Here, he throws a special 2. I'm just going to block it. Mojo's special 2 in war. Not trying to do anything fancy. Here, just, combo into the striker, and that's that. So Ant-Man, pretty solid for that Mojo. Next fight is going to be ManThing. This fight is a little bit more annoying because it has a long-distance relationship, meaning the weaknesses can really build up. It also has insult to injury, so basically if I have too many debuffs on me, my abilities can fail. So I have to make sure that, my parries actually land. You can see that I was a little slow punishing that parry because I wanted to make sure that it was actually on here. Very slow punishing that parry, and you can see the Nick Fury synergy does help me out there a little bit as I don't actually get hit. But it's just something to kind of keep in mind when I am trying to parry because it does not have a 100% success rate here, and with every weakness that I get on, it gets worse and worse. You can see there it did fail, but same thing with this fight as the last one. Just try to get to a special 1, like right underneath a special 2, and then ramp back up to a special 2. Here I was able to get the striker in, so I didn't have to worry about not failing a parry or anything like that. Here he's throwing a special 1. This is okay. I'm just trying to get up to the special 2 here. So here I have special 2 with 7 fatigues on, so now I got 7 poisons, and they'll tick down a decent amount. So again, nothing too crazy with this fight. Ant-Man just, slow and steady, but very solid. What I'm doing with the heavies, by the way, is that's how Ant-Man puts on his power sting. So because I'm just constantly getting buffs on me and constantly getting Pim particles, I want to make sure that I have as many power stings on as possible because then, it just helps with the fight. So here, I go back up to a special 2, but that last combo was enough to KO. So Ant-Man 2 fights this war, and 2 pretty solid ones. But here is the revenge. So we have Sandman against Black Widow. This is a different node than the other one, so I don't have to worry about that. We'll get to that node next. But really, there are 2 ways that Claire can go unblockable here. I guess technically 3. The first way is if I get parried, and then she immediately throws a special, but then, it will run off. The second way is if she gets to a special 2, and the 50% chance against Science Champions does work. The third way is if she gets all the way to her Incinerate phase, and that would be bad. So if you remember from last war, I had a really bad time just dexing Claire's special 1. I think part of it was I was angry. I don't know. I just didn't play well. There I, used one of those evade charges because that was fun. There I used another one because that was again fun. I think that I kind of used that heavy as if it was like Dr. Doom or America Chavez, which it was not. You actually have to hit first before he goes indestructible and all that. So there he evaded instead. So it was a little bit of a weird interaction there, but that's okay. But you can see here, Sandman really able to when the fight lines up pretty well, he is pretty solid. So, I'm just making sure to keep those withers on because of Mystic Dispersion and the power gain and all that fun stuff from, immunities and all that. She is max on Claire charges, so that is something to kind of help keep her power gain in check. I've been pushed up to special 2 a couple times here. Honestly, I can't remember if that was intentional or not. My plan in the original fight was special 1s for more petrifies to reverse power gain, but you can see there, when it works out with the heavies and everything, Sandman, really good for Claire on that node. So that was nice to get Claire back. This next fight is going to be my last fight. It is going to be the Pig against Nick Fury. So with my knowledge from the last fight, I know that I want to get rid of these debuffs as soon as possible. So this is going to be a lot of heavy attacks, and I would like to throw my special 1 as soon as humanly possible. Special 1 because of the Pig. And heavy attacks to get off that initial heal block, and then, if the power sting comes on either like while I'm heavying like there, it immediately goes off, whatever the case may be. So I just want to make sure to throw a bunch of heavies. Here I'm going to medium to get the internal bleed on. I don't really care about the Pig special 2 right now. Here I probably should just throw the special. I know that I have the power sting on, but I'm letting him get his nonsense, which is probably a little annoying. I probably should just ate the special damage in the sting damage instead to kind of not let him get up to 5 nonsense, because that's annoying. But, again, I'm just spamming special 1 here. So now, he can't evade anyway, which is really the most annoying part of his nonsense. But I do now want to make sure that he doesn't get up to another special 2. He doesn't. Fury gets through it, and Fury pretty good for the Pig. So that does it for me for this war. 4 fights in this one. Was able to get through all of them. Gets me to 8 on the season, so 8-1, and now a streak of 4. In terms of the war itself, we did drop this one, so 0-2 to start the season. Hopefully we can turn it around here. Still don't know what place, we don't know until probably a couple more days from now. But that will do it for this one. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see everyone soon.